Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I noticed that I haven't done a cooking recipe video in a very long time. So I wanted to share with you guys chili paneer, which is very easy to make. It is what I'm meal prepping for lunch this week. I hope you guys like the recipe and give it a thumbs up and let me know how you liked it in the comments down below. Now, I noticed that I have used paneer, but you can use any form of protein that you like. You could use chicken for this recipe. You could use tofu for this recipe. I would recommend if you're using tofu to use a firm one, so as you're making it, it doesn't break and crumble up. I hope you guys liked it. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when a new video is uploaded, and follow me on my Instagram. Everything else will be in the description box below. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments.
All right, for this recipe, you're gonna need some paneer. You can add tofu if you want. I made this recipe with tofu before and it is the same thing. Red chili and some garam masala, some salt to taste, and for your vegetables, I got some curry leaves, optional, and then some mixture of bell peppers and onions, a stir-fry sauce, ginger garlic paste, some water. Gonna need dark soy sauce and any tangy spice that you may have. I just use the Hakka noodle masala, but anything that you have. In your pan, you're going to go ahead and put some oil, let that warm up. After that, you're going to add some of your vegetables. Now, with your vegetables, you could add of your choice. You can even throw in some broccoli if you like in here. But if you want your vegetables a little bit more steamed and softer, you can do your vegetables before. I have also made it in a way where I've done my paneer or my tofu first, because I wanted that to be a little bit charred, if you know what I mean. And then I want my vegetables to be a little bit crunchy, but it is just your personal choice how you want it. For this, I did add the vegetables first. This recipe is so easy. You literally just throw in all the vegetables, all your spices, toss it all in, taste it, and then that is it. So that's why this has become one of my favorite things to have on a weekly basis. Also, paneer and tofu has a good amount of protein in it if you're a vegetarian and you don't want to have meat. I know I usually did my meal prep video, which I will link above if you want to check that out, but I make ground chicken all the time that I get kind of tired of eating that every single day. So I like to switch up my protein source, and sometimes I will opt for vegetarian protein instead of meat. Making sure to just toss all that in. I did add a little bit oil, a little bit more, because it looked a little dry and I didn't want to burn anything. Once that's kind of steamed, I'm gonna add some chili. You can add this to your taste, and then I'm gonna add a little teaspoon of garam masala powder, and salt is to taste. So I added a little bit, but I will obviously taste this a little bit before I just call it done, just because soy sauce and the stir-fry sauce have salt in it. So just add it to your liking. I'm using the Szechuan stir-fry sauce. This does have spice in it, so be careful how much you put. I'm gonna add a tangy spice. My choice was this chow mein one from Szechuan, I believe, or no, Ching's. And then I added some dark soy sauce. I prefer dark soy sauce than the other soy sauce because it is a little bit more thicker. It has more flavor. It packs it on more. Plus, you need it a lot less than you would need a traditional soy sauce. So I just always use this one, which has been my favorite. I'm going to stir all of that in. Once that is done, I'm gonna add just a little bit of water because I don't want this to be too dry. I like to have it a little bit saucy. because this recipe I make for meal prep, and I make it with rice, so I don't want it to be dry by the time I warm it up the next time. So I like to add a little bit of water. Once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and toss in my paneer. Again, like I said, you can use tofu. I would recommend getting the extra firm tofu if you're going to opt for tofu. Another thing is, if you're gonna do tofu, I would recommend making that first, like frying it before you fry your vegetables and everything, because tofu can be a little bit on the softer side than paneer. So you are mostly likely to break it if you keep stirring it with the vegetables later on. Once you have tasted it, you can go ahead and put in your greens. I had curry leaves, so I just added these in. Gives it a nice little flavor as well. If you don't have curry leaves, feel free to use parsley or any other thing that you want, or you have the option to not add it if you don't want to. But I had curry leaves and it brings a little bit of flavor in it, so that's what I added. That is it for the recipe. I hope that you guys liked this enough to try it out. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would be so interested to know how you guys liked it. And like I said, I had made it with brown rice, so that's what I just showed you. Have it with brown rice, have it with your tortilla, have it with your naans, your rotis and whatever, but this has been my favorite recipe.